Hello, welcome dear students. So in the last two classes we have observed that how the poet had expressed his love by asking his beloved to recall those things that how she was when she was young. And I hope you might have understood the first two stanzas clearly. So in the last stanza of the poem, which you can see on your screens, he says that, so before I could go or read the last stanza, let me brief you the second one. So what he says in the second stanza is that, then he loved how many loved the moments of glad grace, her activities. There were so many people who loved her. True or false, don't know. But one person, pilgrim soul, eternal, spiritually, very respectably, he loved her not because of her physical appearance, but because he loved her nature. The internal beauty was most important than the external. And in order to show that how he loved changing face, I have given two examples for that. One example was that changing face refers that whenever she used to feel sad, automatically the poet became sad without knowing the reason. That is the one you can understand in the analytical form. The other main reason is that the core of the stanza is that changing face means you may be thinking that when you are going to be old, so at that time my love to you may decrease. No, not at all. No, it will never be decreased. It will remain the same whether you have turned ugly or you are changing face. So he is also referring to the age. As and on, she is going to turn old. So at that time, what will be her appearance? So he is least bothered. So now, in the third stanza of the poem or the last one, how he is saying, and bending down beside the glowing bars. Now what she was doing, the poet has asked her to recall those things when she was young, and she has recalled, and at that time what she will be doing? She will be sitting beside the glowing bars where the hearth is being burned, and there she is sitting and reading the book slowly by understanding. And at that time, when you are going to read whatever I have written and understand deeply whatever I have expressed, the gratitude, the crafted things I have done to you, so at that time, you may think a little about me. And at that time, you will be sitting beside the glowing bars and murmur a little sadly. So just, you may not deeply feel sad, or you may not feel something, but murmur, but little bit sadly. Not very sad, but I think so. Somewhere, if I am understanding you clearly, so you may little think sadly that, see how deeply he had loved me. So now where is that love? Where? Fled. The love, how love fled. Means he has gone away. You have not shown, or you were not there to him. So at that time, now you are reading and you are recalling all those things means, so now you may be little feeling sad and you may be thinking, so where is that love? It has fled. Where? So what I mean to say is that, and placed upon the mountain's overhead, where is that love? Paced, kept upon the mountain's overhead. Where it is? Had gone to the mountains and hid his face amid a crowd of stars, or hiding the face amid the crowd of stars. So what is the meaning of the crowd of stars here means? So now, dear all, in the second stanza, we have understood the meaning of changing face in two senses. Likewise, in the last two lines, we have to understand the meaning in two sense. That is, and paced upon the mountains overhead. Now, where is he? Where he has gone? So, he might have gone somewhere or wherever, don't know. Mountains, it has fled. Maybe love has been kept into the mountains. Don't take the meaning like that. He has kept that love in the mountains. That is not the meaning. Where it has fled, generally he is saying. So, for example, let me tell you, if you or I would have written the poem, we would have told like this. So, only an example, don't take it for granted. So, here I would have told love has flowed into the rivers, I could have told. Or if you would have written, you would have told love is roaming somewhere into the skies. So, you may say like that, or I may say like that. Here it is not the matter. The poet is using one thing here. What is that? Love has paced, has been kept into the mountains, it has gone, it has vanished and hid his face amid the crowd of stars. So, as I told you, it has got two meanings. We have to understand in two sense. One sense is that he is not to be seen now, that love has gone somewhere, he is no more with her. So, where it is it, has it taken a turn, or it is been transformed into a star where it is there? One meaning. The other meaning is that crowd of stars, so that person might have turned into a star or died, or that love personified, that love may be into the, may be hidden or may be seen into the midst of the stars. This is one meaning. The second meaning is that whatever people will come and go, they will come, they will be going, generation after generation. These natural things, the things that are related to human beings, the nature, the characters, the habits that are related to human beings, they all will be rotating or will be in the lives of the human beings as long as the world is going to get lasted. So, the meaning is that whether my love is going to be there or not, but it is going to be lasted for centuries, though I may die. But it is going to be lasted for centuries as long as the universe exists. And as long as the stars, the moon, whatever the universe contains, that is going to exist till the last. In the same manner, my love is also going to be there on the face of the earth. That is what the meaning. So now, let me highlight you some of the things or the lines that has been punched here. Changing face, I told you, and now loved her so prettily that though he was neglected by her, he had that true love towards the lady. The name of the lady is Mountgaunt, already I told you. And one more thing is that hid his face among the stars. The last line, hid his face among the stars. So this image has got more importance because it is symbolizing the eternal love, and stars, as long as it is going to express, they are essentially important in our life. So very important, because they are going to be, they will ever be as long as the world is going to get lasted, I told you. So now let me show you some of the pictures that have been taken or that have. So now, dear students, when we are going to think, so you, after understanding the poem, you may be under confusion. So if somebody has understood this love poem very deeply, they might have been thinking, so how come whether this person has died or whether they have met or not, or if she has gone somewhere or the poet has married, for your kind information, in according to some of the sources which I am going to display you on your screen, it is said that he has loved her so deeply that she never understood and she went away from his life. That is one source. The source is that in some of the things they speak some 10 facts about this poet. So he was very spiritually and very religiously to be understood. He has spoken in different sense about this love, they are going to say. The other thing is that this poet, he got married and he had 2 children, and that is his different story. So now let me show you some of the images and some of the information in relation to this poem as well as the poet. You can watch now. So dear students, you can see some of his pictures in these screenshots what we have taken, and at present, so here William Butler is Irish poet and dramatist. So here you can see, as well as you can see some of his pictures. So you can see here, and in the beginning this is, that is 8 best eats images that you can see when he was very young. And you can see the picture of Mount Gaunt, so his lady love, and there are so many pictures of this lady, his lady love, that is Mount Gaunt. You can see some of her pictures here. So okay, great Irish romances, what it is written, Mount Gaunt biography. So all these pictures you can see, and Mount Gaunt in old age, late 1940s or early 1950s portrait you can see here. So here, see, what made the poet to write some of the things in the last stanza is that when you are going to turn old, see how fine he has written, and in a very nice manner he has described that when she is going to turn old. So see, look at her eyes and the hair, and how she is going to be. She is going to be sitting beside the glowing bars, and how she is going to feel, that is what shown. And when she is going to, the face is going to turn, changing face. So here you can see how beautiful she is, and when she turned, of course that is also beautiful, because it lies in the eyes of a beholder, that is the poet. And here what he has shown, or he is saying that when she is going to turn old. So the best of the things what he has done, you can see some of those pictures that is being told. And now let us see here, Butler East. So 10 things, but here when we are going to William Butler East in school, there are 10 things your teachers may not have told you. So it is, I will read out to you 1 or 2 things. East was fascinated by the occult and mysticism. He joined the Golden Dawn secret society which practiced ritual magic in 1980, processing to its inner order in 1893, and remained an active member for the most of his life. He also joined paranormal research organization that is named as the Ghost Club in 1911. So as I already told you, there are some of the things, some particularly 10 things which usually is not being described in note on author. So it is we who have to learn, and let me read out to you the second one. The second one is that William East's unequated love for Mount Gaunt is as famous as his poetry. What is less well known in this, they consummated the affair in 1908, almost 20 years after first meeting. However, the relationship did not develop further. So now 1 or 2 I told you, we can't describe you all the things in relation to the poet. Hope now you might have understood the poem and you might have come across those lines which are being told to you. So hope so dear students, hope you might have clearly understood about the poet as well as his nature and the way how he has written the poetry, everything. And now this poem you might have understood very well. So now there are some glossaries. The Pilgrim Soul. In the glossaries, the meaning is given as the Pilgrim Soul, quest serve. So it means in search of true love. Okay, Pilgrim Soul, in search of true love, or which is the true love. Questing serve means he was not, we can't say that he was in search of true love, but we can say he was truly loving, and it was a failure to understand by Mount Gaunt. The glowing bars, the bars of the fireplace full of glowing coal. So as I already explained you, because of the cool temperate climate, the walls used to be, or the room used to be so cold that they used to dig a hearth, H-A-R-T-H, hearth, in the walls and they used to, a rectangular box used to be dug there, and they used to put lots of wood, and that wood used to get burnt in such a way, and it used to, heat used to get transformed throughout. Move one's head up and down repeatedly. So nod. So alright students, nodding. So nodding like this and whatever. We are going to do that. When something is asked to you, do you know that? Then yes, you may nod. This is nodding in general sense. Nodding here refers to just she was sitting on a chair and coming back and forth. So murmur, a softly spoken or almost inaudible utterance. So it means what? She may be, if she would have loved a little, or if she would have regretted for something, so at that time she might think a little and say that, oh, how sad it is that I have failed to recognize the true love. Or she may think the person one who loved truly was in front of me and I. So that is what it all depends upon the thinking of the people, the ideas or the view or the opinions are with the people. So it is individually judged. And now let us see comprehension 1, what the poet is talking there, or let us go through 1 or 2 to 3 questions right now. The speaker is addressing a young woman he has loved, an old woman that he has met now, the woman that he has admired in his life. So 3 options are there, A, B and C. So usually what you do is, you may take a young woman he has loved. Of course, that is also partly right. And an old woman, so it cannot be. So he is not now understanding and addressing her, but it was previously the woman that he has admired in his life. So what is that? Admired, he has not seen, he has seen, but that love was not given by Mount Gaunt to this William Butler Yeats. So when he used to think of her, when he used to imagine about her, that is what being told. So the exact answer is the woman that he has admired in his life. In line 2, the word book refers to memories, book of poems and album diary. So clearly given in note on author, that is book of poems. The answer is book of poems. The phrase glad grace suggests her physical beauty, her inner beauty, her goodness. So of course the poet has written or loved her with the intention of her inner beauty and her good nature. But according to the lines, that are being told in the stanza, phrase glad grace, when she appeared in her young age so beautiful that everybody were back of her. So because it is considered for physical beauty only. So the answer is physical beauty. Pilgrim soul means the soul which is immortal, that has gone on a pilgrimage, which is in quest of true love. So the answer is the quest of true love. So okay, we have got two more answers here. What does the phrase your changing face suggest? So there are two meanings here. We can write both here, the sorrowful look, as well as when she is going to turn old, her face changes. So yes, dear students, we know that you might be going through some of the reference guides and all those things, and we are not going to find the similar answer in the different books. So different answers will be there. Of course, the highlighted point will be there always. So now here the answer is sorrowful look as well as the change of the face when she is going to get old. So now love fled connotes the death of the man who loved her, the fleeing of a lover to the mountains, the loss endured by her. So the death of the man who loved her cannot be told because it is not been described there. The fleeing of a lover to the mountains, lover has not fled, love has been hidden, gone somewhere. So now if she is regretting a little, that is the loss endured by her. So I repeat once again, in some of the books it is also given the death of the man who loved her. Of course it can also be partly correct. So now we have completed the third poem, and in the next class we will little bit briefly discuss about this, and let us switch on to the next topic. Till then, understand properly, be safe and take care. Bye.